Hey guys, my name is Brandon Addison with Low T Nation, and I want to cut this video today to introduce our weight loss program and kind of use this as a launch of our weight loss program into our wonderful community, which is the Marietta Square. I'm blessed enough to work on the square. I am blessed enough to live on the square as well. I walk to work most of the time. And this weight loss program that we have put together, we are so proud of it. It is incredible, and we cannot wait to bring it to our community to make a positive impact on the health of the people that we care so much about. A little bit about our philosophy first. We are not a shedding for the wedding or a 30 pounds in 30 days kind of a clinic at all. If that's what you're looking for, we tell people, you got to keep looking, because we have no interest at all in helping somebody dump a bunch of weight just to put it back on. Okay, and there are a lot of physiologic and psychological reasons why that happens. Hormones get dysregulated tremendously. Your energy production goes way down. It's called starvation mode. That's thrown around way too much in like health and fitness worlds. But when you starve yourself for too long, it's a real issue, and it's hard to get back out of that issue. So your hunger hormones go way up. The hormones that tell your body to stop eating, they go way down. Your energy disrupts tremendously. So now you're burning way fewer calories. And when you start eating again, these things don't normalize fast. They normalize slowly over time, because your body is like, man, that was dangerous. I could have died from that crazy weight loss program. I need to overcompensate for next time. So you increase the number of fat cells. We used to think that you had a set number of fat cells for your whole life. That's not true. When you starve yourself for too long and then you refeed quickly, you increase fat cells, your energy stays down, your feed me hormones stay up, your hey, I've had enough hormones stay down, and that's why that is an absolute perfect recipe to just do it all again. And the problem, we always say we have a weight loss problem in this country. It's not a weight loss program. People that need to lose weight all the time, and fairly easily sometimes. But they always put it back on, and that's what we're here to stop. We hate that yo-yo. We don't want that cycle. We don't want to see you twice in our clinic, at least for weight loss, and that's out of love. That's that sounded a little rough, but we want to see you once, and we want to get the results once, and we want you to carry these results through the rest of your life, right? And so the yo-yo and the on and off of all this weight, it's so disruptive to health. It's so disruptive to people's social health. It's so disruptive to emotional health and mental health. It's an absolute nightmare, right? And obesity is the #1 killer in this country for a lot of reasons, so this is why we're so passionate about this. And so the way our program works is we start with hormones always, okay? Because if your hormones are already disrupted, we're not going to talk to you about calories and working out, because the root cause of the problem is the hormones, okay? Now, if we check your hormones and your hormones are great, yeah, we're going to move on down the road. But if the hormones are off, they have to be addressed first. And in fact, we believe this so much that if people don't want to address the hormones, we won't even let them give us their money, because we're like, I don't want to be a part of a negative experience for you. And if the hormones don't get addressed, it's going to be negative. I promise you, every single time. So we have to address that first, okay? And we individualize this program to the person in a lot of ways. So first of all, we're going to give you a very individualized hormone replacement program if you need it, okay? The second thing we do is we have a machine called a calorimeter, and it's fantastic because you breathe through this machine. Everyone on the planet, for every liter of oxygen you turn into carbon dioxide, you burn about 5 calories. And so again, fast metabolism, slow metabolism, big, small, whatever. That's a standard. And so using that standard, this machine can tell how much you're converting over a 15 to 20 minute period, convert that into calories, and then extrapolate that out to 24 hours. We get your resting energy expenditure right there. And this is so critical for early success because, and I use this example all the time, about a month ago we had 2 ladies back to back in our clinic that were coming to use the calorimeter machine. Their body compositions were identical. They were both about 5'6", about 255. One lady said, yeah, I eat too much. I work out, I'm healthy, but I just eat too much. And, I know I can get it under control. I just want some accountability, and I love y'all's program. So we got her going on the machine. Her resting energy expenditure was about 1,700 calories, okay? Pretty solid, especially for a lady of that height. The other lady right behind her came in. She goes, I never eat. I work 2 jobs. I go to school full time. I'm taking care of my grandma. I'm stressed to the max. And she got on the machine. She was under 1,200 calories for her resting energy expenditure, okay? We can't cut into that to lose weight, right? She won't have enough nutrition. It'll be miserable. Like if you ask somebody to eat 1,000 calories, that's a slap in the face. That's miserable. Okay, yeah, they'll lose weight, but at what cost, right? We already talked about the psychological and the physiological fallout from that. We have no interest in that. So this lady, we had to put on what we call a reverse dieting scheme. We added 75 calories a day to her diet. 75 calories a week to her diet, for over the course of a couple months. So she's still on that, So once we get her to where her resting energy expenditure is at a place where we can cut back into it and it not be a miserable experience, we'll do that. But right now, trying to get her to lose weight in such a metabolically challenged position, it would be a nightmare. And most places will be like, yeah, eat this and this. And the lady that was that came in first, we put her at about 1,700 calories because she was going to start working out and doing some other things. If we had put this lady at 1,700 calories, that's a net of like 500 additional calories a day, so she would have gotten fatter fast on a weight loss program, right? So you have to work with people that know what they're doing. We also have these body analyzers, they're body composition, bioimpedance analyzers, what they're called. But it can tell you to the ounce what your fat is, but both visceral and adipose, what your water retention looks like, both intracellular and extracellular. And women, this is super important because of your monthly cycle. A lot of women can fluctuate 6 to 7 pounds, but it's, with our machine, we can say, hey, this is just like menstrual water weight. That'll be gone in a couple days. It also tells us to the ounce how much muscle you have in each limb and each torso. It's a fantastic starting point because a lot of times when people start these weight loss programs, right, and we call it a weight loss program, I don't care if you lose weight. I want you to be healthier, right? If you replace all your fat with muscle and you didn't lose a pound or you gained 10 pounds because you added so much muscle, what a tremendous win from a cardiovascular perspective, from a blood sugar perspective, from all of the perspectives that'll keep you alive longer. So we have to call it a weight loss program just so people know what we're doing, but we don't care if you lose weight. We want you to lose fat, very specifically, okay? So, but these machines, they allow us, when someone's just watching a number on a scale, and they go, man, I joined this thing to lose weight, and I gained 4 pounds in 2 months. We can say, ma'am, you lost 5 pounds of fat, you gained 5 pounds of muscle, and you're just carrying 4 extra pounds of menstrual water weight. That'll be gone in a couple of days. So in that regard, she shifted 10 pounds favorably, and there's 4 pounds of just transient, water weight that we all deal with all the time, women more than men. So using all the technology that we have, it allows us to baseline a patient and get them on the right path immediately with a program that's tailored to them. We also have a very in-depth consultation where we want to understand your overall health, your history with food, your education level when it comes to macros and calories, a lot of different things as well, because we don't want to put you on a plan that you're not equipped for whatever reason, okay? And if we do understand that, hey, there's an educational issue that needs to be addressed here, or there's an emotional issue here, and we need to implement some coping mechanisms for this person, we have the people that are trained to do this, okay? So once we get you on our program, we have an app, okay? Now look, we're talking long-term behavior modification here, right? It's not easy, right? Changing how you intrinsically believe about something is not the easiest thing in the world, right? In fact, it's one of the harder things in the world. That's why, psychology and counseling are billion-dollar businesses, okay? So what we want to do is get you out on the right foot. Again, we don't want 30 pounds in 30 days. We want small, subtle changes over time that are just reflective of lifestyle changes. So we want to manage lifestyle change, not just what you're eating and how you're working out, okay? If we manage the lifestyle change and those lifestyle changes stick, the rest of your life is done, okay? You're going to manage your weight for the rest of your life. If we just control what you eat only, right? Just control how you work out during a period of time. And we haven't addressed how you think about this, right? If you're like, this sucks, but you're doing it, right? Because you got skin in the game, or you're part of a challenge, or you're just that goal-driven person. But if you keep telling yourself, this is the worst thing, I hate this is why I hate dieting, this is why I hate working out, guess what's gonna happen? Outside, when that time frame ends, obviously your behavior is gonna go back to what it was before, because we didn't address the way you think about it. So we want to address that first and foremost. So the way we do that, we're going to give you a calorie limit. Okay, we're going to say, hey, 1,700 calories, please, and we're going to give you a protein requirement, a minimum protein requirement. We might say we need you to have 140 grams of protein. All right. Now this is so scientifically based. I can talk about this for days. All right. This has been proven a million times over and over and over and over. Once you get your protein requirement for the day, we don't care where the rest of your 1,700 calories comes from. It can come from ice cream. It can come from Wendy's. I don't care. Obviously, nutrition is important. I'm not saying get rid of nutrition, but you don't need salads every day. And especially if you're supplementing with a multi, and a super green, something along those lines, you're getting your phytonutrition, you're getting your omegas. Get your protein and then take the handcuffs off, right? You're not on a diet. This is the rest of your life program, okay? Go to Wendy's. Just try to stay under your total calorie count. Like, that's the deficit where you're going to lose a little bit of weight, right, every day. But it doesn't matter, right? Like, if you like keto, wonderful. If you like intermittent fasting, wonderful. Every diet works for the same reason, right? It's energy balance. It's calories in and calories out. It's been proven there's no advantage of any diet with a name over any other diet with a name. It's just simple energy balance, okay? So if you stay under your calories for the day, you're going to be maintaining that negative energy balance that we need to have slow, steady, subtle weight loss. But again, we're not going to evoke or elicit those body's self-defense mechanisms. Because look, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories, all right? A pound a day means you have to go 3,500 calories into the hole to lose that. Let's say you were eating 2,000 calories. Well, where's the rest of that coming from? Now you got to work out. You got, like thermogens, all of these things that speed up your body. But the problem is your body is not just losing fat at that point. You're burning a boatload of lean muscle. You don't have energy to work out, right? Your body can't really add muscle in a deficit. It sure can't add muscle in a sharp deficit, okay? So you're losing muscle along with fat. That's not good long term. Like, we want all of this stuff to be long term oriented, okay? So once we get you on the program, I kind of got on a tangent there. Once we get you on the program, the behavior modification that I was talking about, we need you to daily tell us how many calories you had, right? How much protein you had. And also we ask that, and your weight as well, daily. Now look, there's going to be crazy fluctuations. Don't get caught up in the weight. I can fluctuate 10 pounds in a week. I weigh somewhere between 220 and 230 most days, okay? I've learned, hey, if I'm 230, I had a lot of salt and a lot of carbs the day before, and I'm carrying a bunch of water for whatever reason. We want to see trends over time. It's like watching a stock, right? You don't freak out on a stock when it performs poorly one day, right? And you also don't go buy a boat when it performs well one day, right? You let it ride. You want to see what's going to happen. So we're going to see what happens with your weight over time with the initial program that we put out. Again, weekly consults with our wellness consultant as well. You're going to be talking about the wins of the week, the losses of the week. Over the first 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see things trending in a certain way, okay? What we need up front from you guys is compliance, okay? We can't really manage these trends unless we see exactly what you're doing. But more importantly than that, the habit of doing these things, right, is what's going to elicit internally inside you that long-term behavior modification, all right? It's just subtle habit forming, all right? So we want you to also truly understand, look, weighing your food and counting calories, it's a pain in the butt. I totally get that. But if you do it for 6 or 12 weeks, that's information that you will carry the rest of your life that will help you stay healthier, okay? So learning exercises and education exercise as well. So you know, hey, that much rice is 250 calories, or that much chicken, is X amount of calories, but also 40 grams of protein. And you'll start learning this, right, when you're being compliant with our app, just giving us the data back. We also give you weekly B12 and vitamin D shots. At the 6-week mark, we bring you back in, another hormone scan, another calorimeter scan, and another body scan. Okay, so we want to see what your hormones look like after we've got you adjusted on the program. If you don't get the hormones, obviously that's not in play. We want to see what your metabolism is doing. If we do this subtly, we can increase your metabolism. If we do it too sharp, we're going to decrease your metabolism. So if we see your metabolism starting to slow down a little bit, guess what? We're going to give you more calories, because the whole purpose of this is to have a raging fire of a metabolism where you can kind of eat what you want within reason, okay, and halfway intelligently, and get your protein, and that way everything works, and you're going to stay close to your deficit, or excuse me, close to your maintenance zone once you're off our program. All right, and we're going to do another body scanner, like I said before, because if the number on the scale is not showing you what you want, typically internally your body's doing what you want. It's just not reflecting in a single number, because that's just a single number. Okay, we're going to have 6 more weeks after our midpoint. Same thing, weekly calls with our wellness consultant. We ask that you please be consistent and compliant with your daily weight, your daily calories, and your daily protein. Like I said, ice cream after your protein, Wendy's, tater tots, I don't care. You will lose weight if you're in a calorie deficit, for sure. There's no way around it, okay? If we keep your protein high and you're working out, we're not going to lose lean body mass and muscle, and that's what we really want to focus on as well. The more muscle you have when you finish any kind of weight loss program, the more calories your body needs, therefore, the higher your metabolism is going to be. So at the 12-week mark, we do everything again. Another body scan, another calorimeter read if you're on hormones, another hormone panel, and we have a very extensive exit interview. We'll talk about any kind of reverse dieting thing we need to get you back on your maintenance plan. We talk about long-term strategies. We talk to you about why diets fail, why diets succeed, or not diets, but why people who have lost weight keep it off or don't. Okay, that's part of that exit interview, but that's it. And so this thing, when I'm telling you all these things, you're like, man, that's a lot. It is a lot, but we're talking about long-term, permanent change, where you're going to be much healthier, right? Cardiovascular risk can be cut by 50% by losing 40 pounds. 50%. What's that worth? I mean, what's that? Is that worth 12 weeks of a little bit of a pain in the butt? Yeah, I think it is. These programs are life-changing, and we want to get you off the yo-yo. We want to get you off that cyclical, hey, 30 pounds a year, up and down. That's just not healthy for so many reasons, okay? We want to get you on a nice, smooth, steady plane, and we have 3 rules for our program. You should never be hungry, ever, right? And if you are hungry, please call us. We can adjust your diet to where you won't be, all right? Don't do things you don't like. Don't exercise. Don't do squats or deadlifts if you don't like them, but you have to move. You have to find something that you do like, okay? And don't eat foods that you like. Food is like exercise. There's so many of them out there. You can find some of them that are very healthy, that work for you, that you do enjoy, all right? And we'll help you do that. We have meal plans. If you're vegan, if you're keto, if you're whatever, that's great. We have meal plans to accommodate you, and we have wellness consultants that have been through this. The beauty of our wellness consultants is they've been through this journey, right? And they relate, they understand what you're going through, and they can talk to you in a way that is not, like a 19-year-old girl with a 6-pack that's never had an extra pound of fat on her telling you, hey, you just need to do more and eat less. We don't come at it from that perspective. We come at this empathetically. We come at this with the ability to relate to our patients, because the people managing your program have been in your shoes. All right, so if this is something that interests you, please give us a call. Our phone number is 866-FIX-LOW-T. We're located on the Marietta Square, just a half a block down from the local, across from the courthouse. Our website is lowtnation.com. Check us out. Check out our reviews. They speak to us better than we can, because obviously we're super biased, but we are so proud of what we have put together with this weight loss program, and we cannot wait to bring it to Marietta. So guys, if we can help you, give us a call. Have a great day.